Hey guys, Jason here, Samco Workshop. Today to talk about a cheap tonneau cover versus expensive tonneau covers. I have had both, many of the expensive ones. I've had one of the cheap ones, two technically if you count $300 cheap, but when I say cheap, I'm talking ultra cheap, like $100. Okay, that's what this one was. It's been on his truck now for 7 months and 20,000 miles. And how does it compare to the expensive ones that I've had before? Well, let's take a look and see here. So realistically, the reason I went with this, I would have went with the Tuxedo True Sport or Truck Sport one that I had on my Tacoma because I really did like it. I think it was $400 and it was a very nice tonneau cover, but they don't make it for the Gladiator because this Gladiator has this little weird drop down part here. You can see this extra height here because the Gladiator doesn't have a plastic rail there. So they don't make it for it. Tuxedo won't build one for the Gladiator. So I had to go to something different. I could have spent thousands of dollars. I could have spent $1,000. I could have spent $800. Instead, I chose, let's try this for $100. And it's been phenomenal. Okay, phenomenal. And how's it work? We'll show you. The only thing I did not like, and all of them have it, but right here they have a connector here, a little plastic squish tab that stays connected. I did not like having that thing rattling against there sometimes when it was windy, so I cut those right off. You don't need them anyway. They don't have to be there. But you can see it's beat up all the time. It's covered, you know, my truck gets the crap kicked out of it. But it's holding up incredibly well. It seals well. It is not dust proof, but neither is my whole truck. But so when we look in here, which I got to actually unlock, but like I said, the quality of this, very strong, very durable. I throw stuff up here all the time. Okay, very well made, got good bows in it, sealed up well. Let's hit the unlock button here so I can get to it. You cannot access it because even though it's Velcro here, you cannot get into this and steal it without taking a knife and ripping it open, and you can do that to any soft tonneau cover. So that's irrelevant, but the only way to access it, to open it, it does have locks in here, right here. We pull this little handle here, but you can take a look at the quality of this thing. You know, good bows all the way across. Simple, easy mounting brackets that are adjustable anytime you need to, which is a beautiful thing. I don't have to get in here with wrenches. I can just hand tighten them if I ever feel I need to, or to adjust it, I can just slide that and spin it and move it. Notice that? I love that on Jeep. 419, that's the area code for Ohio where these Jeeps are built. Pretty cool how they, or the zip code there, or area code, I mean. Pretty cool little details. But this thing is excellent. You can see those little plastic straps up there in the front. I'm going to cut them right off too because I do not need them, those things hanging, because like I said, I cut the other tabs off already. So when I open this to show you, we are snipping them off. They serve no purpose. But like I said, very good, comfortable. We got a good, here's our latch system that connects this. So we pull this, pull that, and it's it. Okay, right there. It's a cable system, just like on all of them are. It's got a tab system that fits into these tab notches here and holds it like they all do. It's a rolled-on Velcro system like most of these other ones are. So any of these ones that work in this way, they're basically all the same, okay? And then you roll it up to the front, okay? And it just rolls and rolls and rolls, and there's no having to store anything. There's no bows, no panels, no nothing you have to mess with. This is it right here. Done. That's all there is to it, and it stays like that. Now, I have driven hundreds and hundreds of miles with it like this without these straps flipped over and tying it down. These are coming off. I'm going to cut them off here in just a minute. They're going to get snipped. Actually, I'm doing it right now. Hold on. All right, there. We just cut those things off. We don't need them. Those are pointless. Like I said, I don't have any troubles driving it like it here. It does not roll open. It does not move. I don't even need those on there. But there it is. And look at you, full access to your bed now. All the room that you want, everything that you need to put in here or do or clean out, it's all right there. Simple, functional, works like a champ. And you have it on there. Again, my truck locked. But you can see that you can adjust your tension of these right here like this. This is a cheap tonneau cover, but it's pretty dang flawless in the sense when you think about it. When you're done, you take this, just like all of them, just roll it back. I mean, it's just so simple and brilliant and easy. Drop the tailgate, slide that into the locks right there, so they're set right there and right there. Push it down, give it a tap there, close it up, you're done. Now I will go around and tension, grab these and pull these tight. So you stick your hand in here, give it a snug over. I like to do it with two hands, so we're not going to do it right now. But you snug that, pull those over, and then just run your hand across it, and it is set. But it, a cheap tonneau cover. Let me put it this way: I don't know that I'll actually spend the money and buy a better one ever again. You know, some people are going to say, well, I like the quality ones better, they last longer. You got to take that for consideration. And I'm not denying you that the good ones are nicer, but here's the thing. For $100, or I think maybe now they're like 129 or whatever it is, but for even call it 150, for 150 bucks, I can buy 3 of these compared to one of the nicer ones, and those are even a lower entry, nicer one, but I can buy 3 of these. So if they lasted even only 2 years, I could get new ones, and they go on in a second, but I mean, I could have, for the same price, I could have 6 years of these versus maybe getting 4 or 5 years out of one of the other ones, or by year 6, they're looking pretty rough. So, like I said, there's a lot of advantages, I think, to this. I would have never thought that until this Gladiator forced me to look for a different one, and I did not like the expensive options, and it wasn't going to pay that much. There was no middle-of-the-road versions that were any good like what I normally would have bought, because I'm not going to buy a high-end. I'm not spending $1,000 on a tonneau cover, ever, in history, period. So it wasn't worth it for me to do that, and I looked at Amazon for a cheap generic one. Thought, let's not give it a shot. Let's try it. What can it hurt? Flawless. I absolutely love it. 100% flawless. Let me tighten it up real quick, and we'll wrap this up. All right, there it is, all sealed. You can see my hand strip. All I did is just pull it real quick and then just give it a quick push down on there. But like I said, rock solid, holding up like a champ, working like a champ. I have absolutely 0 complaints on this. Same function, same capability, same everything as the expensive ones. I don't see any difference in it. I don't see any reason to have to spend more money myself when I'm getting this level of quality and function out of it already anyway. I mean, it's Odero's or Oido, who knows, some China company that's doing it, but anyway you cut it, like I said, for the money, I don't think you can beat it. It's doing its job exactly perfectly like it's supposed to. Very functional, very capable, and I'm very impressed with it. And when I go to sell this truck, I'm not losing that money. Okay, so that's a nice thing as well too. I don't mind leaving it on. It's going to get me a little extra money when I go to trade it in, or if I sell it privately. Having that tonneau cover on there is going to be a benefit to me to offer that. But yet, on the same note, I didn't spend $500,000, $600,000, $800,000 on that tonneau cover, and then to have to just throw that money out the window because I'm not getting it back. I spent $100, $100, $130, whatever they are. It doesn't get better than that. I mean, there is not a rip in the stitching. I do not have an issue with anything. The Velcro holds tough as nails. I have no complaints there. No issues on any of the corners. No issues on any of this thing. And remember, I'm down here in a Georgia heat. Okay, I mean, this thing has seen multiple 100-degree days. Okay, you know, it's been through a lot. And there is not a mark or a issue with it under any circumstances. So for me, cheap tonneau covers from now on, every day, all day. That's the only thing I'll ever have on my truck. I will never spend the money on a nice one ever again. Not when I get this level of quality for dirt cheap prices. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching.